We start with some breaking news out of Clinton tonight. The search for a missing woman there has come to an end. 32-year-old Wcia Arellano was last seen 4 days ago, and this afternoon, police announced their investigation found she left the area voluntarily. WCI 3's Scarlett O'Hara joins us live from Clinton tonight. So, Scarlett, what else have police said about their investigation?
Clinton police said in a news release that they have found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. Arellano's family said they last saw her Sunday night around 9 p.m. Dozens in Clinton have been searching for her since then, including her sister-in-law, Amanda Noxie. Noxie thanked the community in a social media post and said Arellano willingly left the area and that she's fine. She says she's proud of her community for rallying behind the family. A business owner in the area says it's a small town and they take care of each other here.
I have lived in Clinton since I was about 5, and I can't remember anything. We've had some strange things, but I haven't any missing people like this before.
The Clinton Police Department says they will not be sharing any more details about this case. They thanked several other law enforcement agencies that have helped with their investigation, including the DeWitt County Sheriff's Office and Illinois State Police. Noxie asked over social media that people take down any flyers that they see of Arellano. Reporting live in Clinton, Scarlett O'Hara, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right,
Jessica?
Scarlett, thank you so much for that update. We have new details on a murder investigation from 2014. This happened on Brookwood Drive in Champaign between Greenbrier Drive and Winding Lane. 2 people were shot. One of them, Rashidi Overstreet, died. Today, police announced 4 people have been charged in connection to that crime. They are 45-year-old Peter Campbell of Champaign, 35-year-old Anthony Gilmore of Champaign, 34-year-old Joseph Hart of Champaign, and 39-year-old Dylan Can of East St. Louis. They are all charged with murder and attempted murder. Monkeypox cases multiplied this month in Champaign County. Public health officials counted 2 total cases up to mid-August. In the last 2 weeks, that number jumped to 10, making Champaign County the downstate hotspot. Our investigative reporter Renee Cooper is live in our newsrooms tonight. So, Renee, is there any concern for a rise in cases as thousands of students return to U of I?
Well, Jessica, the University Health Center director expects there already are more than 10 Champaign County cases of monkeypox, or MPV, as health officials now prefer. The same goes for the surrounding counties that are not reporting any cases at this point either. The director says there's an explanation for that and for why there's been 0 cases among students so far. But he expects that to change any day now.
So yes, there is a high risk level in the student population.
As the director of the University of Illinois' McKinley Health Center, Wcia 5Pm sits at the helm of responding to and mitigating MPV at the state's largest school.
I'm not, as much worried about interactions in the classrooms.
The bigger concern is the time spent in the dorms or at other social events.
And especially in those events where clothing is minimal.
Still, no cases have been reported in the weeks since students returned.
The students over there were actually very conscious about the fact that they don't want to be very close to each other. They really want to experience campus life, and they don't want to be, in a situation where they have monkeypox or COVID, and they are now in isolation with MPV, it could be up to 28 days.
Vade was a familiar face in the Champaign County COVID response as the public health deputy director. He expects MPV cases are underreported at the university, county, and surrounding county levels.
I know that the hospital system is testing, I know public health is testing, and I know that McKinley is testing as well. But in many other communities, you don't have the resources or the expertise to test as well.
Vade says there's another barrier in people choosing not to test.
In my opinion, a lot of individuals choose not to test because they don't want to be associated with MPV as a stigma. This is not a sexually transmitted infection, and it is not an infection primarily of men who have sex with men. Anybody can get infected with MPV, as we have already known.
Now, one of those destigmatization efforts is the move to calling the virus MPV. And although it's been around for decades, health officials are still learning about it. Recently, the CDC updated guidance on how it spreads, including by touching fabrics and surfaces used by someone who is infected. Vade says long sleeves and pants can really reduce your risk. Although Vade estimates 95% or more of cases develop after close skin-to-skin or sexual contact still. Live in the newsroom, Renee Cooper, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Renee, thank you. Vaccines are available to U of I students at the McKinley Health Center. U of I just received 400 doses from the state. Those are recommended for higher risk populations, including those who have been exposed. Champaign-Urbana Public Health has between 1,500 to 1,900 doses. Those are also reserved for those at higher risk. Well, Illinois schools are experiencing more than just teacher shortages. One district needs nurses. Right now, nurses in the Decatur School District are split between buildings instead of just working at one. A district official and former nurse says it can be hard for public schools to compete with hospitals when it comes to pay. But they say working in a school is about more than just the nursing.
So we teach them also. That's another part of what the nurses do here is they teach the students about their health concerns, and we support the parents and we give them resources.
She says another perk of working in a school is the connections made with the students. Students in Maroa Forsyth are getting some new technology. First graders will be able to use iPads. Students in 2nd through 12th grades will have access to Chromebooks, and high schoolers can take them home. The district has been working on getting these devices for about 3 years now. Teachers say they go hand in hand with their curriculum.
And that really gives students the opportunity to have their own device, to personalize it, to make it what they need to be successful in the classroom. We still use textbooks and the written word too, but this is just another opportunity for them to use the technology that they use in everyday life in the classroom.
And in preparation for that technology in the classroom, students were taught what it means to be a good digital citizen. They learned about safe websites and what's okay for them to look up while using the internet. Renovations could be on the way for some baseball fields. Just how much money the Champaign Park District hopes to get. Plus this.
Sustainable products in a 21st century environment.
One company wants to go green with vinyls, and they're hoping it becomes an industry standard.